So it's currently about 6:30 and it's Animal Kingdom Day today. It's a very early start. The bus leaves at 7 to get there. So Alex and James and Emily have just gone to 7-Eleven to get some breakfast and coffees while I've been getting ready. And yeah, so I'm just waiting for them to get back and then we'll head down to get the shuttle bus. I think we're gonna try and rope drop Flight of Passage. So hopefully we get on that, and I'll just show you my outfit for today as well because I've been looking forward to this one. So this is today's outfit for Animal Kingdom. Just got a Lion King top on. I bought the print for it and just put it onto a white t-shirt. Another Zara skirt, and then I'm gonna try and get some Animal Kingdom themed ears as soon as we get to the park to go with it. So Alex just got back from 7-Eleven. What did you get?
Taquitos, which I think are filling wrapped in a tortilla and then deep fried, like with everything else over here.
Sounds very healthy.
Yeah,
and a red Mountain Dew.
Code red.
And then they've got me a coffee as well. In the queue for Flight Passage now. We've rope dropped it, it's a pretty long queue.
95 minutes.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We just got a Flight Passage. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really good ride.
To Triceratops spin?
Yeah, we're going to try and get me some ears and go on some more rides.
We haven't seen any Disney.
Just heading into Dino Land for Triceratops spin. ears to match my skirt, and we're just in the queue to watch the Lion King show now.
Yeah.
We go to Orlando, though, right?
Manténganse sentados, con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas.
This train is bound for Rafiki's Planet Watch today. At this time, we do ask that you all please remain seated in an upright position with our backs against those benches, avoid leaning towards the railings, and keeping our hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Thank you, friends, and enjoy your trip.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express with service to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Here, you'll discover a wide range of animal adventures, from the affection section, where you can get up close and personal with domesticated animals like goats, sheep, and more, to bring live animals into the studio. In the 1940s, Walt Disney and his animators modeled characters from the film after the latest advances in computer animation. This tradition continues today as animators travel throughout the world to observe animals in their own surroundings.
I think next year is going to be the year. They're part of the group right there. Yes, sir. Well, you want to start? Sure, you can go.
So proud of what you've made. Just 20 minutes ago, all you had were just random guidelines on your paper. And now you have an adorable piggy looking back at you. And that is something to be proud of because you made him. You brought something into this world. You just created something. And as you look over here to right hand side of the theater, see all the people over there? Well, in the...
Just finished drawing Pua, and now we're gonna pet some of the animals.
Maybe a little bit.
You guys could make Ricky pet anything. So Big Hut has a theme that 3 older goats, they were named after
in the Cretaceous period, and I can assure you that all termites have been securely locked.
That's right. See? Security locked. Access denied.
Continue.
Of course. Trust me. What could go wrong?
Time travel commencing in T-minus 10 seconds and counting.
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll!
Oh yeah. Oh no. So we've just eaten at, where did we eat?
Restaurantosaurus.
Restaurantosaurus. We had a 50th celebration cupcake as well, it was really nice. And then we just went straight on to Dinosaur.
Yeah, it was
we got thrown about on Dinosaur after we ate.
Yeah, it's a lot bumpier than I remember, definitely, but it was really good.
Really good, and now I think the plan will be the safaris, hopefully.
Yeah.
There's some flamingos. Got a vulture over there.
Hey, so
He's coming out.
oh, look at him! It's Emmett Otterton. See right up there.
Oh,
it's white.
There it is. Time for the safari. Excited?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Touring in Kilimanjaro. When it comes to safaris, we go wild.
Is it a real turf?
Yeah.
What tortoise?
Let's make room for all your party members today, folks. Welcome aboard to Kilimanjaro Safari. Adventure today now. We're gonna wait for the warden to give us that bright yellow light, and that means that we get a chance to get going though. There's treats, you name it, so let's be on the lookout to see what we spot for today's safari adventure. Look on your right hand side real quick and you'll see a brownish colored animal with the black and white hind and front legs there. That's an okapi, my friends. The okapi itself is closely related to a giraffe though, folks, because of its facial feature and prehensile tongue. Now that prehensile tongue can stretch out to a total around 13 inches long and used to help it to grab leaves off the trees though, folks. The okapi itself wasn't discovered until 1901 in the Western Hemisphere. It's a little more than 100 years ago though, folks. Let's journey across this area and see what else we spot though, folks. Animals here in these areas, once again, the main source of life is camouflage. Be on the lookout, keeping those eyes peeled for yourself. Sometimes during warmer days, though, animals tend to love to drink out of this watering hole over here, though, folks. Keep that in mind. As we're journeying across areas with watering holes, though, animals tend to be staying close by watering holes for a while, for life. Look on top of the hillside area on your right, though, folks. You see a black and white bird with an interesting looking beak up there. That's a saddle-billed stork. Saddle-billed storks grow up to heights around 5 feet tall, though, folks. 5 feet tall. You can tell the difference between male and females because males will have dark brown color eyes while the females have light, bright yellow eyes, though, folks. They can also stretch out their wingspan to a total of 9 feet wide, just to give you a perspective. 9 feet wide is actually the same width as it can be directly above our truck, though, folks. Now, on our left-hand side, though, folks, you can see some of these brownish-colored animals with the stripes here, and these are bongos, not the instrument, but the animal out here on your left. Bongos themselves grow up to heights around 4 feet tall, though, weighing roughly 500 to 600 pounds, though. Next to the bongo, though, out there in their distance, there's a lighter brownish-colored animal, and those are greater kudu. Tobu River area is home to wildlife which loves to submerge themselves beneath the base of the water. So let's check out these watering holes and see what we spot. There's some notable birds that I want to point out here, though, too. Just across this area here. Might spot some ducks here, but right above the ducks here on the cliffside area is a black bird up there, and those are vultures. Vultures are native to here, of course, in Florida, but they love to help out the ecosystem by eating all the termites and bugs and bacteria in the areas around. Now, right over here on the left-hand side, you can spot these grayish birds, and these are pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans will sometimes show off their pink backs, especially during mating season, like right now, one of them's doing. In order to try to attract the opposite, they'll do that. Another mating techniques that the males will do in particular, the males will actually present a twig or a stick to the females. The bigger the stick that's presented, the more impressed that the ladies will be, though, folks. Basically used as an engagement ring for them. Now, they date really far back. They date all the way back 40 million years ago. Pelicans in general date 40 million years ago, though. They can stretch out their wingspan to around 7 to 9 feet wide, though, folks. And a group of them are called a pod. Look over at a distance on our left, though, you can see these Nile Crocodiles. Nile Crocodiles grow to be a total around 18 to 20 feet long, though. They are massive animals, though. 18 to 20 feet long. They're one of the largest crocodilian species, though. They can also live for a very long time, though, too. They can live for a general lifespan of around 40 years in total, so imagine that, folks. Now the first animal I want to point out is on closest to the right hand side of this truck right here. The brownish colored animals with ginormous horns. Now those are Coley cattle. And Coley cattle are also known as the Watusi cattle because they were domesticated by the Watusi tribe in Africa. Now those horns of theirs are massive. They can grow to around 5 to 6 feet wide. They're hollow on the inside though. It allows for blood to regulate through those horns back down his body. Keeps cells cooled down and regulates the body temperature by doing that though. Out here on your left hand side, these are painted wild dogs. They're also known as African wild dogs. Their markings on them are very distinct to one another, helps to distinguish themselves apart from one another. I squeeze up a little bit further up ahead, this way you might be able to see it a little bit better for yourself. Now they're also very kind to one another. They're very cordial animals. They'll actually greet each other with a ritual. They'll actually bow to each other. And they'll actually make a yipping noise before starting their work day though, folks. That's really interesting to hear though. Now also further on ahead on your left hand side is some brownish colored animals with the tall horns on the upside. And now those are sable antelopes that are out there. They're known as the emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve here. In other words, they're basically the mascots here. Because inside the wild, instead of running away from predators, they'll actually charge up to them and defend and protect other wildlife around using those horns of theirs. Now, as we're passing through this area, you might have noticed these brownish pillars here, and these are termite mounds. And termite mounds are made out of 3 materials: dung, dirt, and spit. Dung meaning poop for anyone that's curious, made by the termites here. They're used as scratching posts for other animals, so animals don't have hands, so they actually rub themselves against those termite mounds to relieve their itch. Now you can see a whole migration of giraffes coming up here though, folks. That's why there's some trucks that are slowing down over here. As giraffes are slowly crossing the road as of right now. And the tiny little antelopes that you see out here, they're only 2 feet tall. These are Springbok. Springbok are tiny. However, they're one of the top 10 fastest land animals in the world. Now they can run up to speeds around 50 to 60 miles per hour though, folks. They can also jump pretty high. They can jump up to a total height of 6 feet high and 13 feet forward. So they're capable of jumping over our truck if they wanted to though, folks. Now it's kind of difficult to see about so folks, right? Now these are Maasai giraffes, one of the 9 different species of giraffes in the world though, folks. Well, let's get a little bit closer then. Now they grow to be a total around 20 feet tall though, folks. 20 whole feet tall. The tiniest one right there is one of the babies that were just recently born though. Imagine that. When they were born, they're actually 6 feet tall already though, folks. There's actually 6 feet drop straight down to the ground when they were born though. You might think that's a bad thing. So here's a group of wildebeest though. As I mentioned, that's a confusion of wildebeest are out here. And a group of giraffe are called tower giraffes though, folks. Tower. I'll go slowly across this area so you can see more of the tower of giraffes that are out here though. Giraffes themselves, guess how long they sleep for? They only sleep for a total of 30 minutes a day, folks. Yeah. They sleep in small little tiny increments, so 5 minutes here, 3 minutes there, and so on and so forth throughout the day though, folks. Such a cool sight to see. Now a little anatomy lesson about them though too, if you x-ray the inside of them. They actually have the same amount of neck bones that we do in our necks, which is 7 vertebrae. But their bones are a lot larger than ours though. And they also have 3 hearts though too. One main systemic heart to pump blood, the other 2 hearts to exchange waste and to intake oxygen for themselves, basically used as secondary lungs for them. Ahead of us, I spot some greater flamingos though, folks. Greater flamingos grow up to heights around 5 feet tall though, folks. 5 feet tall. Now, they're not actually born pink in color. If you look closely at some of them right now, they're still gray. Because when they're born, they're gray in color, and they get their pinkish coloration from eating brine shrimp. Brine shrimp contains something known as beta-carotene, which gives them that pinkish color that you see out there though, folks. You can also spot some more wildebeest that are over here though too. And a group of flamingos though are called a flamboyance of flamingos though, folks. Flamboyance. If you look closely at the shape of the island itself, you might be wondering, the shape of the island the flamingos are standing on is hidden Mickey itself, Mickey Mouse head. Meantime, it's kind of difficult to see though, folks. Kind of difficult to see though, folks, because of the hill though. The African elephants, they weigh to around 14,000 pounds, believe it or not. They're ginormous animals, one of the largest animals in the world though, folks. Sometimes during warmer days, though, animals tend to roll themselves up in the muddy area here to cool themselves off, though. It is a cooler day though, and we're seeing a lot of animals though, because the animals love this cooler weather that we're having today. So it's kind of difficult to see though, folks, but I'm going to write real quickly as it walks away from us though, folks. We might get a glimpse of it later on though. Those white rhinoceros are out there though. And they tend to be the candidates that roll around the muddy area that you see out here. Straight directly ahead of us, right on our left-hand side, though, as I make this turn, you can see the cheetahs up here. There's 3 of them that I can see back there, and one of them walking around directly off ahead. Cheetahs themselves are one of the fastest land animals in the world. Now, they can run up to speeds around 63 miles per hour, though, folks. And a group of cheetahs are called a coalition. Now, close to our truck right over here, close to the ride path right here, there's an animal kind of leading our tours right now, though, folks. So this is a Bonalt that wants to give us a tours right now. Believe it or not, there's actually only a total of 17. Back in the 1900s, there are only a total of 17 of them inside the whole entire world due to heavy poaching. Today we're up to 10,000 of these because a group of farmers rescued them, though, folks. Hawks are usually home to lions, though. It's also known as Pride Rock area. Lions themselves are more active during evening and nighttime hours, though. They do sleep for 18 to 20 hours a day, though, folks. 18 to 20 hours of sleep. Imagine that. You'll get so much work done if you slept for that long, right? Yeah, look, on your left-hand side, you can see the female lion, the male lion on top behind it.
There's a rhino over there.
Now, lions themselves, though, during the daylight time, like right now, their vision is very similar to us, but at nighttime it becomes 6 times better than our own vision, though, folks. Excellent night vision. Now, out here, also on your right-hand side, real quickly, you can see some ostriches and rhinos. Ostriches are one of the largest species of birds, growing up to heights around 7 to 9 feet tall, though, folks. Weighing roughly 300 pounds, 250, 300 pounds is the average weight of an ostrich. We'll get a better glimpse of it on the other side, though, folks, right? In the meantime, you can check out these lions. You can see the female lion, the other one on the left, though, folks. Now, if anyone watches the live-action Lion King movie at all, you might recognize these lions, though, too, because they're actually filmed. They're actually on the film itself, though, too. Because creators of Lion King, you'll actually see some similarities, though, folks. Now, also on your left-hand side, though, as we did mention that, oh, folks, this Pumbaa, which are warthogs, are there on our left, though, folks. Warthogs themselves are one of the largest burrowing species of animals, and they can run up to actually the same speed as white rhinoceros, which is actually 35 miles per hour, though, folks. Now, Pumbaa, the name Pumbaa in Swahili translates to foolish one. However, warthogs are not foolish at all, quite intelligent. It's kind of difficult to see, but if you look straight directly ahead of us, though, back in the corner here, ostrich eggs are on the ground, and white rhinoceros, that tiniest one right there, was just recently born not so long ago. He's actually a year old now.
That's fine.
Oh, he weighs a total around 5,000 to 6,000 pounds, though. Ostriches, or rhinos in general, 5,000 to 6,000 pounds, though, folks. Ostrich eggs are on the ground there. As I was counting, there's about 6 of them, I can see. To store rainwater, and underneath the roof of this house, if you check real closely, you can see some of these Nigerian dwarf goats that are right here on the left, though, folks. They grow up to heights around 2 feet tall, and farmers tend to keep them around for 2 reasons. Firstly, for their milk. Their milk is a hot commodity in Africa, used as the main source of trading over there. It's also very nutritious. If you haven't tried goat milk already, I highly recommend that you do. Now, also, the second reason why farmers keep them around is they help out with eating a lot of the undergrowth of weed that grows. Weed destroys crops on property, so these goats are around to eat that weed in order for the crops to fully mature and grow.
So we just had a really good time on the safari.
Yeah.
Saw so many animals.
Yeah, it was really good.
And now we're just doing the gorilla trail, so we'll see some more animals.
Yeah.
I think my favourites were the giraffes on the safari.
Yeah, they came really close, didn't they? So it was good.
You might not like it, but it's behind.
Multi-chamber stomach, so they can move around a third of their body weight. And
yeah, snake.
I know, what I'm saying. It'd be awesome to just like see people jumping.
survival protocol, so we don't determine who gets to mate. Before two animals are set to mate, they do a full genetic background and a full genealogical background to make sure. Yeah, we want to make sure that we represent those genes from in the wild. Like 11-year-old Lily over there in the family group, she's an adult female gorilla, but because she has a genetic disorder, she will never be a mom, so we keep her with that family group. Now, this is kind of a fun answer to your question. So when the girls go in estrus, you know, they will sit right up here on this rock, and the boys will be right over here, and they go, woo-hoo! And then the boys comes back, woo! And then Gino comes running up, and he hauls them all back to the boat.
So we're just doing the jungle trail in Asia now. Just a Komodo dragon here.
You come right.
Not that one. Not that one. More than mine. Probably would eat.
Yeah, a lot of people will think it's a window and then they'll stick their head through and they're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
But no, they're totally fine. All their food is out there, so they don't really have any incentive to want to come into here.
Okay.
Do they drink blood? No, these guys are fruit bats. So they will eat watermelon, cantaloupe, any type of fruit you can think of. They really like it.
Anything else you want to ask her?
And we've got 10 boys in here, so they're all very territorial. So the fact that those two are super close to each other means they're probably going to yell at each other soon. They don't really fight, they just like nip at each other and they like talk and they're like, hey, this is my spot. And they're like, no, I want it to be my spot. And you know, and then they separate.
Thank you.
Yeah. They always upside down. Yeah. They hang upside down because they don't have ankles to support their own body weight if they were to stand up. So the most comfortable thing for them is to be hanging upside down like that. And they don't get lightheaded like we would if we hung upside down all day because they are smaller and don't have as much blood in them as we do. So
Oh, look at this blue one. Oh, he's following you.
no, it's pretty.
Ready to watch the show. So we've just paid for Lightning Lane for Everest. What did you think of Everest?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, wild.
This one right here?
Hadi show on the Tree of Life.
Yeah, the Awakenings, I think it's called.
Yeah, it's really nice. And we're just gonna head in and explore Pandora at night time now, and hopefully get a night blossom if the queue's not too long.
Yeah.
Here we go into Pandora.
See the black line.
See the floor.
That's what I...
Awesome. Look at that.
Our night blossom, gonna give it a try.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it good? Alright, now give me some of that.
How is it?
Oh yeah, it's really nice.
And just to show you where we're sat, we've just come to a bit of a quieter part along the path that's really busy near the bit where you buy it. And I don't know if you can see as well, but my nails are glowing in the lights. We've just come out of Animal Kingdom and the Christmas trees all lit up. So we're just waiting for an Uber now, and we're going to head to Disney Springs
Uber Pro
first time
Ultimate
and explore
Diamond.
that. So we just got back from Disney Springs.
Yeah.
We just ate, those lot ate a chicken guy. I just had some fried pickles. And then we just went in World of Disney and a few of the other shops, but we were quite exhausted after Animal Kingdom, so
yeah, it was a long
but
day.
it was really nice to see Disney
Yeah.
Springs for the first time, even though it was just a sort of whistle stop tour.
And Animal Kingdom was good as well.
Yeah, really good day at Animal Kingdom.
Really busy because it was a weekend.
Yeah, it was busy.
But still,
think
still had a
we'll-
really good time.
Yeah, we'll definitely head there again, hopefully on a
Yeah.
quieter day. I mean, we got most of the things done,
Pretty sure we got everything except Navi.
except Nava River and the Lion King show. We
And the
didn't
Lion
get to.
King, yeah, of course.
And probably
yeah.
Kite Tails as well.
Yes.
So I want to do that.
Yeah, we saw a bit of that, but we want to see it kind of sat down, see the whole thing.
And as well, we really enjoyed the safari, so we want to do that again.
That was fantastic,
and
yeah.
We want to do it at a different time of the day to see
spot
some different animals.
Different animals,
So,
yeah.
I just show you what I bought from World of Disney. So I just managed to get some of the sort of iridescent 50th ears, and the lady who served us, she said they match my nails. And then these are just the ears I bought at Animal Kingdom to match my outfit today as well. So we're gonna head straight to bed now because we're absolutely exhausted.
Yes,
we get a bit of a lie-in tomorrow as well. The bus for Epcot doesn't leave till 10 AM. So we're gonna have a nice sleep and then excited for Epcot tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely lots to do tomorrow.
Yeah. See you in the morning.
See you.
Life is such a blessing, oh, life is filled with mysteries, so explore and learn your lessons, and create some memories.